her, let's see, her BMI was 48. Right? Yeah.
I don't want to blind her.
48. All right, almost to the condition of supermorbid obesity. All right.
And that wasn't my highest weight. My highest weight was 342. So that was another 42 pounds. Oh, sorry.
There you go.
So yeah, my BMI was over 50 at one point.
Wow.
And yeah, so I felt kind of thinner going.
So tell us all the good stuff that you told me in the office.
Okay.
And I asked you to come, earlier and telling everyone how you feel.
I feel fantastic. I do, honestly. It's been a really long year, and it was a really long. I started. The first time I looked into this surgery was with Dr. Mary, and I was 25, and I was single, and I was doing it to meet somebody and to get married. I had no health insurance, so I had to find my husband to get the health insurance, and he let me back. So I went on from there, and we were very happily married, and then we tried to have kids, and we had trouble with that. And the first fertility doctor I went to said, you need to go have this gastric bypass done.
Okay.
And so I went to a different meeting at a different hospital because it fit my schedule, and I went in and I sat down and I looked around, and there were people on walkers and with oxygen and all this stuff, and I just thought to myself, like, I'm not like these people. I'm okay. I can do this. And I felt really bullied at that point. Like, I felt like I wasn't looking into it for me. I was looking into it because that's what the doctor told me to do. So fast forward a little bit, got my mind together, found a new fertility doctor, went forward, had twins, healthy, beautiful. Developed diabetes during my pregnancy, so I got a taste of that. Not really interested in having that for the rest of my life. And then when I was 37, I had started again looking into gastric bypass, because it was like every so many years I would hit this low point of being like, and I'm very accomplished. I'm in the hair business too, by the way. But like, I went to college, I owned my own salon, I wanted a man, I found one, I got married, I wanted kids, I went out, they said no, I did it anyway. Like, I make plans, I follow through, that's what I've always done in my life. I could not do this alone. I hate help. I hate asking for help. I can do it, I got it, that's my whole thing. It's kind of dumb, but that's the way I work. Until one day, so when I was 37, I looked into it again. So that was the third time in however many years. And Dennis, my husband, was not on board at that time. And like, just a few weeks after that, he had a massive stroke. So I did not look into, I didn't go any further, and our lives were like devastated. And so I was just trucking along, and we were all trying to survive. 3 years after that, he was recovered. I was, again, like teetering on heaviest point of my life. And I was miserable. And I was turning 40, and I had these little twins at home that I couldn't keep up with, and I was exhausted. And I hit the wall one day, and I started crying, and he's like, what's wrong? I'm not a crier usually. And I said, I just can't live this way. I feel horrible. I feel horrible all the time. My legs hurt. I have to stand for a living. I need to be, I need to be able to function. Walking up like a measly 6 stairs in the salon, I would literally go like, oh, I have to pee. The bathroom's up back. And I'd be like, oh, next time I mix a color, I'll pee. That's how fat I was, because I didn't want to do the 6 stairs to go to the bathroom. Not because I was lazy, but I would just, my knees hurt, my legs hurt, everything hurt. And like I said, I wasn't even 40 yet. So I came to the meeting and made my first appointment, and I said, where he was not supportive years before, I think he finally just got that. It was not a reflection on him. I wasn't trying to say, you need to do this, because he's overweight too. So this is what I just need to, no, he knows it. I'll get there, listen, I will get there. That's one of my stories. So you know, but I loved him the way he was. He loved me the way I was. It wasn't about how either of us looked. We had already been through hell and back. If I was gonna leave him, I would have done it a long time ago. And vice versa. I'm no picnic. But it was time. It was just time for me. And I really felt like if I didn't do it, I was gonna die, and my kids were gonna be left without a parent. And we came that close before. We came really close. And I just wasn't interested. I shouldn't feel that way at 40. I should be able to do stuff. So, went through, met these fabulous people that I believe God sent here to help people, even the ones that don't want help. And I signed up. I was looking at the band or the sleeve. I wasn't really that interested in the bypass. It scares me to say I rerouted my intestines. Still, when I tell people, I feel weird about that. But I have been fat since birth, literally day one, 10 pounds, 4.5 ounces. And went up from there. Never at a point was I ever at a healthy weight. My weight now, I have not weighed this weight since in between 5th and 6th grade. That's crazy. That's crazy. That's like, I was little, I should have been little. So I'm forever, forever grateful. I'm forever grateful to you. And your staff, and Pam, and my therapist, and you have, like you had said, you have to work the entire thing. If you're not gonna be compliant, it's probably not for you. And if I had done this 3 times before when I looked into it, I really don't believe I would have been successful, because I wasn't ready, and it wasn't just about like health at that point. And it is for me now. I just want to live. My daughter says, like, Mommy, why did you do this crazy operation? And I say to her, because I want to be here forever. You're going to want me to go away. I'm not going away. I'm just sticking around forever. And she just turned 6. They turned 6. They're awesome. And they're very proud. And through coming to these meetings and my husband coming to support me, he heard a guy speak one night, and he left. We walked through the parking lot, and he said, "Yep, I'm in." And I said, "Wait, what? Like, this is my thing. Like, what?" So I went through my surgery last October. I just passed a year, and I was 299 pre-surgery. I now weigh 161 this morning. Nobody wants to see me. But my husband just did it in July. And so we're about 9 months apart. We've already lost 11 pounds. Stand up. Show your sexiness.
How long ago you had it?
It was July 7th.
He has lost about 100 pounds.
Oh yeah, over 100 pounds.
107.
107.
So, can I ask you a question? So you said he had a massive stroke, and he was okay to have the surgery?
Yeah, he had a massive stroke because he had a birth defect we didn't know about. So his heart needed to be repaired, and it was. And he's come back from all that. So because they could, locate the cause and fix it, I'm sure it would be different for different people. They did have to put in a filter into his artery before this surgery to make sure there were no blood clots.
Right.
So, but that was simple enough. And, it was an extra step that not everybody has to do, but it worked. And I can speak for myself, like, this year was very hard, and I lost my dad in February. To navigate through something so devastating and not having food, like, I didn't know how much I used food. It's a lot, but I don't think either of us would ever say we regret it for a single day. I know, because if I could have done this without the help, I would have. I would have. I tried, you name it, I tried it. I even like stupid ones that I look back and go like, the grapefruit diet? Just eat grapefruit all the time. That's gotta be good for you. Like, just ridiculousness that don't, that you wanted to work that wouldn't work, and you just set yourself up to fail, but this works, and it works because of everybody. And you have to do the everything, and you have to keep going, and you have to have support systems at home, and friends, and you just have to have everything. It's not, you know, and I'm really mad this weekend because I heard somebody say, well, my friend lost weight the hard way. She busted her ass. I busted my ass.
Yeah.
This is not easy. I exercise. I make room in my life to exercise. I have to plan out every single meal. Yes, the operation allows me to eat less and and absorb less, and I needed that. But don't think for 1 second this is easy, because it's not. I'm still a fat person.
Yeah.
I still think like a fat person, like the end of the day I feel like I earn stuff. Like, no, you don't earn food, like it's just, so it's like that stuff you still have to work on, and we all know, we've all been there. But I will say this is an opportunity I am glad I did not let pass me by. I'm glad I did not end up in the hospital for something else, saying, why didn't I try this? And that was really my motivation, was I want to be around for my kids, and I don't want to die early or have a stroke or have a heart attack. And I had high blood pressure, and I have the worst gene pool things from both sides of my family. And a lot of them were not obese like me. They're like overweight, but they don't have the severe obesity. So I had all these genetic factors and this weight. And to not try everything within my power, it's like you're not a good parent. Like, I felt like that's what I felt for me. Like, I just had to try everything. And I tried everything I knew how to do, except for ask for help. So that was my big thing, was I had to ask for it and take it and do it. And that's all I've done so far, is show up. Even when I had an appointment with Pam, like the week after my dad died, I did not want to go to that. I wanted to stay in my bed and eat Oreos and cry. And that's what old Jen would have done. But I got up. I probably looked like hell right over, but I went. And I was there. And I don't know what she said to me, but she made me feel good, and I was accountable, and I got on the scale, and I left, and I was already up and out of the house, so then I went to work out. And it's like, you just have to do it. And you can't, the excuses, I'm queen of excuses. My hair looks too good to work out today. That's a good one, right? That tells you healthy. That means your hair looks good, the rest of you not so much. So anyway, I am very honest. If there's ever a question that you are too embarrassed to ask somebody, you ask me, because I hear it all at work, and I have been asked the most, even I think like ridiculous, or I've thought of it myself and asked somebody before I had the operation. So truly, if you don't have anybody to ask, and you don't know anybody that went through any of this, and maybe it hasn't happened to me, but like, ask. If you're concerned about something, before you do it, ask. Because you need the support, and you need to just know. You just need to know. And like, it can be like a little thing, but like, I asked so many things. My biggest thing was, I can't have Diet Coke, I can't have carbonated beverages. I was addicted, literally addicted, not only to sugar, but to artificial sweetener. I didn't know how I was gonna make it through and function and not have that. I don't want it. I had a breakup with it. I'm good. I'm just good. Me and sugar and artificial sweetener, we broke up. And Diet Coke and kiss me. Because I'm good. And like, but I was nervous. I was like, literally like, I don't know how I'm gonna function in life without Diet Coke. I'm like an alcoholic, I guess, with booze, but I talked to somebody who equally had an addiction to Diet Coke and had the surgery. And she's like, I'm not saying I never miss it, but she's like, I miss the idea of what it used to be, because it was somehow comforting to her, and I feel like maybe that's what I miss. But I don't really miss anything about that. And I've had a taste of it, flattened, it's gross. It's gross, I can't believe that I even drank it. I just like water now, not just water, but I drink water a lot now, which I never did before. Like,
Fantastic. learning from her. That kind of a personality she has, all right? And truly and honestly, I think Connie, you and Jennifer, you have a bright future in terms of your weight loss to come.
I'm not going back. I'll tell you that right now. I don't care what I have to, I'm not going back to that old person. I'm not. So I do, thanks.
Thank you for helping out your husband, Dennis, right there.
Thank you for helping out my husband.
And he has done great, 100 pounds within a matter of 4 months or so. It's just, that's a lot of weight to lose. So I wish you all the best. All right, any question for?
He's,
What she did? Oh, here.
this is the one, he said, I threw out everything.
I threw all mine out, so I.
Except for these.
Wow.
It's like a tarp. Like,
Holy.
they were, I will say, they were my summer shorts, and I hate sweating, so they were like slightly big on me, but I mean slightly. But those are my old shorts. And now I can throw them out, because I showed them to all of you. I'm not keeping them, because I'm not going back. There's my shorts.
Beautiful. Any question for Jennifer?
You
Questions?
can always ask me.